What is the speciesism test? Have you ever wondered if we treat all living beings fairly? The speciesism test helps us figure that out. It evaluates whether we are unfairly favoring one species over another. Speciesism is the idea that one species, usually humans, is more important than others. This leads to treating animals poorly just because they belong to a different species. To grasp this better, think about how we often prioritize human needs over those of animals. This is similar to how people might discriminate based on race or gender. In those cases, traits like race or gender should not determine how someone is treated. The same goes for species. The speciesism test asks us to consider if we are giving equal moral weight to the interests of beings from different species. For example, if two beings want to avoid pain, should we treat their interests differently just because one is human and the other is a dog? The test challenges us to think about whether species membership is a valid reason for unequal treatment. When applying the speciesism test, we can ask some important questions. Are we ignoring the needs of non-human animals simply because they belong to a different species? Would we find it acceptable to treat beings with similar feelings differently just because of their species? Are there real differences that justify treating them unequally, or is it just an arbitrary distinction? From an ethical standpoint, this test encourages us to recognize biases that lead to unfair treatment of animals. It pushes us to think about how we assign moral rights and whether those assignments are just. The speciesism test is a tool for discussing animal rights and welfare. It invites us to extend our moral concern beyond just humans. In essence, the speciesism test helps us identify and challenge discrimination based on species. It encourages us to apply the principle that similar interests deserve equal moral consideration, regardless of the species involved. This perspective is important in understanding our moral obligations toward all sentient beings.